I'm Emmanuel a day away. But the name God's mouth is what people know. The Bible said, train the child the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it.
Exactly. Because whatever I am teaching you is going to help you tomorrow. It's not even for me. But then this is what family is.
Hmm.
You share.
So if I want
Igbo.
to use myself as an example, like I'm an Edo or Nigerian that came to Italy to come and live also.
Welcome back, friends. Today in Hybrid Heritage, we are joined by an African boy based in Italy. His journey reflects hybrid heritage. Through his music, he blends culture, identity, and purpose, and his music tells stories that cross. Let us welcome God's man, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, welcome to Hybrid Heritage.
Thank you so much, ma. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure is really mine.
Thank you, ma.
Emmanuel, I would want you to tell our friends who is really God's man, Emmanuel, and what inspired that name, God's man.
Thank you very much. Friends and well wishers of the hybrid heritage. My name is Gus Mount, but I'm Emmanuel a day away. But the name God's mouth is what people know. So that's why I keep with my name, God's mouth. So the name is derived from the Bible when God wanted to use Moses again after he has left Egypt. So God told him, go back to Egypt and tell my people it's time for them to come to their promised land that flows with milk and honey. But Moses said, no, I cannot go back to Egypt because I've messed up the system. So, but God said, I will be your mouth. I will be the one to speak for you when you go there. You are not going to be working for yourself. So in Italy, it's time for us to let Italians know that it's time for our Nigerians to have their place here in this grant. So by the special grace of God, I'm God's mouth to speak on that also because we are all mouth of God, but definitely this is who I am as God's mouth in this land to tell the Italians it's time for them to recognize us as Nigerians because we are part of the builders that are helping to keep this country working. Thank you.
This is deep. This is really deep and spiritual. God's mouth, you are indeed. And
Yes, sir.
this is purposeful. So you are thinking about, we are thinking about ourselves.
Mhm.
We have lived, we have stayed, we have built. It is now time for us to say
Introduce ourselves
officially.
officially.
Thank you so much for that introduction. But you didn't tell the viewers where you're from.
Yes, I'm an Edo man, but I'm a Nigerian because I believe being a Nigerian is my completeness. So there's an Igbo blood in me, the Benin blood in me, the Ishan blood, the Hausa blood, and the Yoruba blood, because there's this amalgamation that happened in Nigeria that comprises all of us to be one body.
And then the Italian brother.
The Italian,
And where that is where
yeah,
the
that's a
heritage.
hybrid. You know why we are hybrid, you understand? So we're no longer selective
No, you
because
can
we are the completeness of God. Like Jesus said, he has the fullness of God in him.
thank you so much.
Mm.
Cosmo, what does hybrid heritage really mean to you
Yeah,
if you are asked?
yeah. Hybrid is something you know that it's a double species. You understand? When you say, oh, like two things coming together from different perspectives. So,
Like your Italian and your
so if I want
Igbo?
to use myself as an example, like I'm an Edo or Nigerian that came to Italy to come and live also. So, but first I have my way of living, which is called prima in Italia, my first way of living in Nigeria. But when I came here, I had to adapt to their system. So it became a double impact for me. So bringing both of them together is not easy But through the process, we've been able to see that we are just who we are today, hybrid, for this purpose, to to spread the good news, to tell people who we are right now, like we are the bridge between the past and the present.
We are the bridge between the past and the present,
Mm-hmm.
between our children and their
Their
present and their future.
their future.
See, because this struggle of
Mm-hmm.
identity is really
Mm-hmm.
real. It's real with our children in the fact that in a hybrid situation,
Mm-hmm.
we are of the old generation, so we
Yes.
know who we are. But then, growing up,
Mm-hmm.
they do
They
not
don't
know who
know
they
who they
are,
are,
whether they are Italians or
or they
whether
are.
they are Africans. It's not like there is anything wrong with that, but
Mm-mm.
actually, identity is what makes a man.
Mm.
So if you embrace your identity, that's what I think. That's my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you agree. If you embrace your identity,
Mm-hmm.
if you are a Nigerian man, you do not have to erase your
No.
African identity,
Mm-mm.
and you do not have to throw away the one where you
That you
are
are.
born with.
No. No.
So you blend both of them, and then it gives you whom you are.
Mm.
That's what I think, and that's what I think you
That's
are
just the
saying.
truth. Because when God was making man, He said, "Let us make man in our own image." It's hybrid. It has been hybrid because God did not just say, "Oh, I want to make man."
It's true.
He said,
You
"Let
know that
us."
is true.
Mhm.
So he
He
blended
blended.
man
It has in his own image and our likeness.
That is wonderful. That is deep.
Mhm.
That is deep. In
Yes.
his own
So
likeness. So it has been hybrid from the beginning.
from the beginning. So it has been like that. So when you now take everybody to the market, that's where you are selective, because the heritage, what did you, as in, when you were growing up, when you were born, what did your parents teach you? What did you inherit from your parents? That's the most important thing. Because we, the African, we inherit respect. That respect is what has been paving. See, I've been in this country for 15 years. My father is not afraid that, oh, tomorrow they will say, oh, Godsmart is in the prison. Oh, Godsmart is in the prison, because he knows I cannot be in the prison, because
Because of
there's
the values
the
you brought
value he
home.
gave me, what I inherited from my parents, that I should not steal, I should not kill, I should not convert my neighbor's property. These are value that was given to me. So in difficulties, I learned to stay calm, so that
And think
and
through.
think through.
And then their
Let
God
the
will
wave,
always.
we when the wave goes, then the blessings comes. But when some Nigerians came here, they went stealing, committing crime and all that. So because of them, they
The
categorically
system.
make all of us
Now,
to be like we are who we, but we have to
but that is
erase
not
it,
whom we are.
because that's not who we are.
No, that's not
The
whom we are.
inheritance we have to give them and tell them, this is who we are. This is the time to do so. True heritage, true hybrid heritage. This program, I love it. I
Thank
must tell
you.
you the truth, because I love the name hybrid heritage.
Heritage. Thank you so much.
Thank
So
you.
you that was comment. I was coming to that question.
Mm-hmm.
Being raised in an African, I wanted to ask what value
Mm.
in our African culture is non-negotiable for you.
Mm.
That is, you cannot accept a change in it because whether hybrid or not,
Mm-hmm.
that value remains core for
Mm.
you. What value is that in your African heritage?
To me, that value is called respect,
Respect
because and love. I will
and
add
love
love, because what you don't have, you can't give.
at all. You
Because when
can't
I
pour from an
no no
empty
no
cup.
when I was growing up, and then when I was studying through primary school and secondary school, I was taught that your input determines your output. So if I don't have respect and love for myself, I cannot give it to another person.
You can't pour
So
from an
wherever
empty
I
cup.
am,
Yeah.
I have to value myself first, so I can value someone else. So if I slap someone, which means I can definitely slap myself. That's what I'm saying. So it's what I have I can give. So I pray that God help us to understand that the values are those things that are not even expensive, but they are very, very, very expensive. Value of respect and love.
And love.
Because this is the word, this is the thing Jesus taught us
That
that
is the greatest commandment.
we should love
Because
ourselves.
if you love yourself, you can't do yourself any harm.
Mm-mm.
If you love the next person, you
You
cannot
can't
do the
know,
person
but
any harm.
yes, because
So
you have to.
love is kind.
It's
Love is
giving.
respect.
It's giving.
Love
Yeah.
is.
It's,
I think I agree with you.
thank you,
I
ma'am.
agree with you 100%. And I also hear a lot of um, professors in the school
Mm-hmm.
give a lot of our children compliments
Hmm.
about behavior.
Hmm.
They're like, I'm not saying they are the most brilliant of all, but I can actually beat my chest and
Mm-hmm.
say they give them credit on upbringing
Upbringing.
for the much I know. So I think that value for me is also the core. It is the root of everything in an African language, in an African setting.
Settings, yeah.
Respect.
Hmm.
First, you might not disagree, you might not agree. I
Mm-hmm.
might not buy your
Idea.
but I respect you.
Yes.
And then when with that respect, it
With
makes you
dialogue.
you think it
Yes,
through.
with dialogue.
With
I'll
dialogue
come
and
to,
a solution
solution
that might be
that will be
pleasing
pleasing for
for
both party.
everybody.
Hmm.
Wonderful. Thank you so
Thank you
much
so
for
much, ma'am.
such a great analysis.
Tune in to Hybrid Heritage by Maureen with stories that connect.
Yes. In our hybrid heritage,
Mm-hmm.
because change is the only thing they say is constant.
Mm-hmm.
With hybrid heritage or not,
Mm-hmm.
life evolves. It must change in certain ways. Like while we were growing up, I know nothing about computer. I know nothing about internet.
Mm-hmm.
I do not know anything about the global world.
Mm.
But today, you can't do without
Mm.
it. So change will eventually come, whether you like it or not, whether you are hybrid or not. But change must come earlier with hybrid
Mm.
because they say when you go to Rome, you do what?
You behave like a Roman.
You behave like the Romans because the people you came to, they
Mm-hmm.
have their own value
Yes.
system. They have their own
So you
set
have to
rules.
adapt.
So you have to adapt. So my question now is there any Italian value? Is there any value that Italy inculcated in you that you say this is really good? If even if it is not really, is there anyone that you have redefined like they do it this way but they could have done it the other way? So is there any value Italian culture that resonates with you that you say this is really good, this is what I learned?
Thank you. Hybrid heritage, I love this program. I must tell you the truth. Because we are not only going to be teaching ourselves or our children, we are also going to pass this teaching to the Italian children. Because we are already having children that are growing up with them in the school. So they will be collaborating to lift this country or this continent to a higher
Very
level.
true. Even
So,
in beauty and intelligence, you
mhm,
saw my last episode. It
yes,
was with
with
an Italian
with Italy,
singer that
yes.
loves our braid so much
So
that
we have
she
a
said
lot
she
to
can.
teach them, and these two they have a lot to teach us. So it's a hybrid thing. But I want to tell you the truth. When I came to this country, I actually learned from the old people,
The Italians.
the Italian old people.
Okay.
I learned from them because I saw the young ones, they were already on the wrong track. I saw Italian children who wants to live their life the way they think is favorable to them. A child was born into this grand Italy by Italian, and you now say, no, I don't want to give birth. I want to have cats, dogs, and all these things. I told one of them, I said, but your mother gave birth to you, but now you want to stop giving birth and adopt dogs and cats. I said, but these dogs and
Which
cats,
means
they will love you because you go to the supermarket and buy canned food for them.
but the truth is that
Mm-hmm.
this is this tells us that
Mm-hmm.
we all need somebody, whether cat or dog. No
Mm-hmm.
man is an island.
No man is.
So because you don't want to give birth, but you are buying cats and dog, which means you have loneliness.
Loneliness has been there. So I saw that the old people, they were very, very valued in the sense that when I go to them, they tell you their pain, they tell you their what they have been through. So if I want to learn from anybody, I go to the old ones who so much believe in love and respect. The old Italians will still want to take you and give you that respect that they have for themselves from the beginning. But the new ones, they want to make problem, they want to look like you, make you look like you are not relevant. So if the old ones are good, I believe we can work with them to revamp the system so
Both
that
for us and for
both for
them.
us and for them, in the sense that our children will not be the one to redirect their children to the track of belonging. Because most of their children, if we follow their ways, if our children follow their ways, they will also miss the track.
Yes, yes. If we
So,
do not do our part,
if we don't do our part now, our children will go to them. So we have to fix our children rightly, so that when they come to
because they
our
must
children,
have friends. They
mm-hmm,
must have people they talk with. And then,
yeah,
you know
mm-hmm,
what I always tell my children?
mm,
I'll tell you a story.
mm,
There was once in my house,
mm,
my son ate,
yeah,
and I asked him to wash the plates that he used to eat, and
mm,
then wash the other ones. And he was washing those plates, and then one of his friends came in,
mm-hmm,
and he became agitated.
mm,
Oh, mom,
mm,
you
mm.
made me wash these
Wash this
plates.
plate.
Now my friend has seen me. You will go
Just
to the
imagine.
class and
I
tell them
said
that
I
I'm
wash.
washing plates.
Just imagine.
They will tell me that that is the job of your mother. You don't let your mother intimidate you,
Mm,
and then I called him my son and said, "Come here,
mm,
sit."
mm,
And he sat, and I told him, "Do you know exactly what you're saying? The
mm.
value of love."
Love.
He said, "Mom, what are you talking about?" I said, "Because you cannot be watching your mom
Division of
go to
labor.
work, come back.
Mm,
She already prepared your food
mm,
and left for you. And then she comes back from work. She washes the plate that you
mm,
used to eat.
mm,
And then she irons your clothes.
mm. And who is she even suffering for? Is it not you? If not for
So you
you, she
see
will not
what
be
I'm
in that
telling you is
condition. Yeah.
your friends, you do
Mm,
not have to follow them blindly.
blindly.
So it's either you tell them this is how we do it, or you change friends.
Hmm.
Because whatever I am teaching you is going to help you tomorrow. It's not even for me. But then this is what family is.
Hmm.
You share.
Hmm.
I come home, I can't start washing your plates because your friends will say,
Hmm. You don't maintain your rooms. You don't do anything. You just believe that mama. You see their children, when the Italian children grow, even at the age of 50, they are still saying mama, mama. No.
I actually, there was one of his, you remember, one of his football mister, they
Mm,
call him mister, his name is Mr. Varte. I
mm-hmm,
so much love that man. I like him so much because he believes in values.
mm,
When they were going to excursions outside
mm,
to play football, he
mm-hmm,
would say, pack their things,
mm,
put soap for them.
mm,
They are going to do the bucato by themselves. They are going to wash their
mm,
clothes there. And they did, all of them. So if you come to football and you say, my mom did not remember to put
to
the
put my
salt, my mom did
you
not
give the
remember. No, you
responsibility.
sit down. You
Just
won't
imagine.
play. You
Hmm.
won't
It
play.
became a liability in the midst of.
Valve will not make
Hmm,
you play.
hmm,
So tomorrow, even if you don't know where to get it, you say, Mom, where is my, I need to pack my bag.
hmm,
And then he packs his bag himself. And then, this is the beginning of responsibility.
hmm,
It is the actual beginning of responsibility. We do not, most of the times, what you're saying is that
hmm.
we do not spend the rod to
And
spoil.
spoil the child. Bible said, train the child the way he should go. When he's old, he will not depart from it.
Exactly.
Like my child now, I told him, I said, come, you study Italian language in your school. But when you come home, you have to speak English and every other of my language. But I said, you can do your competing and everything. But the purpose why I told him like that, because I saw that most of Nigerian children, they use Italy to contend with their parents at
Exactly.
home because Italian language is like a contender. I don't know if you get it. To me, it is because when you tell a child is this, he said no, and no, and no. Before you know, he raised a voice, a standard. against his own house or her own house. So I said, no, my son, please, you have to be English wise at home and be Italian
That's
wise
true.
in the school.
Italian
Yeah.
is will always be your first language because you live
You will
here.
live here.
We are the only connection they have with English. So if we don't stand our feet, they will
Hmm.
miss it.
So with that, he always understands me when I'm angry and when I don't like what he's doing, because I always tell him, you are the reason why we are here.
That is it.
Every children should know that the reason why their parents are there is for them
For them.
to grow and know their right. Because one day you will not see your parents anymore. There will be no more.
The chair will be vacant.
The chair will be vacant. How are you going to be responsible to become a parent, also to pass the legacy of your parents
To your
to
children.
your children, so that it will be a continuity?
Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Mm.
And I liked the area where you touched about procreation
Mm-hmm.
because it's true. Most of the time, people will grow up and say they don't want to have children.
Mm-hmm.
How is the human race supposed to continue?
You just give
Someone
your
had
right to
you.
animal.
Someone had you. You just
Mhm.
give your right.
Like Jacob, Esau gave his right to Jacob. It's even good. But you just sold your right to animal.
Animals are good, but
Mhm.
as long as they
But as
remain
long you
pets,
know
as long as they remain
the
pets,
use
they
of
are
them.
good. They are good. So procreation is important. Very, very important. I heard that some of the Western countries at the time they started paying their citizens to
Mhm.
reprocreate.
Mm.
So this is a very important issue
It's
that you
affecting
touched,
Italy already.
and we are saying it out there that procreation
Mhm.
must continue because the
Continuity.
human
That is the
race
purpose
must
of God.
continue.
Go and multiply.
Go and multiply.
Be fruitful.
Be fruitful. Thank you
And
so much.
subdue the earth.
That's
Because if we humans don't subdue the earth, very
who
soon
is going
AI and animals will command us, and we will be. God bless.
so God's man.
Mhm.
This is a very fruitful interview.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
And one of the most thing I want you to talk about is your voice.
Hmm.
It crosses borders. It bridges gaps.
Hmm.
In your music, is there any particular story that you want people to hear out there?